At last, it is time, and thank you so much for joining me today because it is BrickWorld Chicago hype time. So it is finally that time of the year, BrickWorld Chicago, in the at the Renaissance in I guess it's near Schaumburg. Super pumped for it. Is it Schaumburg or Oakbrook? I don't know the whatever western suburbs at the Renaissance Convention Center. So absolutely pumped to have it here. I don't have well. I'm working on some builds. I don't want to break it here. This is one of the builds I find I have to do some of the finishing touches here, uh, but that one's basically like Castle Dungeons and Dragons. I've got that one that I'm going to be doing some panic building to finish that. I've got my son did a pirate build, and I'm working on a couple other base plates to connect up to this one. So I'll have like an area about this size, which I think I asked for about a third, like half a table, third of a table, something like that. So not a ton of space. I may even do like one or two like really small Star Wars builds as well. Kind of really again, I want to go really small with it. But yeah, so it's gonna be fun to be in person. Journal of Scots live at BrickWorld Chicago. So if you are going in, I think I'm gonna be all the way against the wall on the right hand side. So if you're coming into the event, I'll be all the way furthest on the wall. So real pumped. This is a special year. I've got I think this is the fourth or fifth time that I've been there. I actually have been going. I went to the public days the before COVID hit, and then right when COVID kind of came out, I came again to be part of it. Unfortunately, I couldn't go to a lot of things. I think I just went to a couple public days because I was just recovering from COVID. I think that year, so I had to be like in a mask. It was really weird. And these last couple of years have been absolutely fantastic because I would have been like 2023, 2024. Yeah, so yeah, I mean these are the years. So yeah, 2023, 24, 25. I was a full participant. 2022 I would have gone as an attendee. 2021 didn't happen. 2020 yeah, 2020 and 2021 I don't think maybe it was a thing. And then 2020 2019 I went with my daughter to public days. So that's where I got hooked on it. So yeah, the stack is gonna get higher. One thing that I'm doing. So if you are going, say hi. Like I'm pretty much open to talking to anybody. A lot of my friends locally don't. I'm not in a lug, and a lot of my friends locally do not aren't builders. So I'm like open game. I'm like a free agent for being friendly, talking Lego, talking Star Wars. If we want to talk about the BAM situation, fine, let's do it. I don't care. But one thing I am doing is I really recommend. Okay, if you're going to BrickWorld Chicago, this is your first time. Make sure one thing I always do is volunteer. So make sure to volunteer. Go to all the different workshops. They're definitely worth doing. Obviously, since a lot of us are addicted to buying Lego, we'll be running around all the stores during the day. If for those who are not panic buying, I'm going to be in the One Piece Windmill Village hut parts draft. This one has just tons of great parts, so I figured this would be the one. I try to for parts drafts have been if you haven't been part of it, basically we'll part out like 20, 30 of these. And then, if you're person number one, you get first choice on the parts, which is pretty sweet. Even if you get like number 20, you get two chances right in a row. So you can really kind of, so you won't get some of the good parts, but you'll get like some of the moderately really important, there's plenty of really good unique parts to go around. In fact, usually what they do is they'll even put mini, like you get one minifigure. So some people may like immediately go for the minifigures and then lose out on the good parts. So you never know how these things are going to turn out. But Some of the figures look really nice. A lot of great parts. There's stuff like a broom. It would be nice to get a broom. This bucket would be pretty sweet to get a bunch of those. Just I am a big fan of the grays, browns, tans, and there's a lot of different types of that. There's even these blues are really good. Somebody is probably gonna freak out because if they want to get these boats, I don't know if that'll be how they'll do the boats. This tree is so really you could no matter what you're gonna score doing the parts draft. So there's a lot of really unique parts. Almost need to do this draft twice to see what you get. So I'm doing that. You can get it at Target. It's actually 20% off at Target. So I think I got it for $24. So for a $30 set, a whole bunch of people are gonna buy into it, and we're gonna get a bunch of parts. So that's what I'm looking forward to. So make sure to volunteer. When you volunteer, you get extra parts. I've gotten, and they're usually not like crappy ones. They're usually very unique, hard to find parts that the local Lego store has ordered. When you go to the private days, I don't know if they'll do this again this year, but they also do set raffles. It's all very exciting stuff to get. Either set raffles. Sometimes there's big ones that they raffle off, and then there's also small ones that they do. Depending on the year, I mean, they do something a little bit different, but there's a lot of chances to win. There's games where if you complete the task, there's like sets that they've done for that. Actually, I'm trying to remember. There was a poly bag that I had that was Ninjago that was just like 100 parts. All I did was play some games, and then I was able to get a poly bag. So it's a really good value. Not to mention the fact that you get to just see some literally amazing mocks and designers, and just a lot of great people that all care about this plastic brick Lego. So yeah, I'm back to being messy. I had this whole place clean, but now I've been building. When you build mocks, it's like so hard. I don't have the perfect setup for mock building. It's just I don't know. Maybe I need to do smaller builds because these big builds are just like they take over my life. So I don't want to keep this long. This is just a get hype for BrickWorld Chicago. I look forward to seeing everybody in person in Chicago. Enjoy yourself while you're here. There aren't that many good restaurants out that side. I mean, there are some. I shouldn't say that. But I'll be out and about. I'll be shopping. I'll be building. I'll be here to meet you. And we'll see you at BrickWorld Chicago. Bye for now.